Something dark and dangerous is lurking at AMF Kissimmee Lanes this Halloween. Similar to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Tanner Vogel, a mild-mannered young man, transforms into a beast on the lanes, qualifying for the finals as number 1 seed with a powerful 836 Strat Series, shooting 300, 277, and 259. It'll take more than silver bullets for the other 4 bowlers to battle this werewolf for the championship, where the trophy and cash lie just out of reach. Will they be up to the challenge facing this powerful foe? Hold on to your stakes and witches brew as the chilling matches unfold right now. And welcome to the October Finals for the Best of the House. Charlie DJ Kim along with Chris Boger for a day of hopefully some really good bowling.
Happy Halloween, DJ. Happy Halloween, everyone out there.
Happy Halloween, Chris. So we have a real beast at the top of the step ladder today. We have Tanner Vogel, who shot an 836 to get into the finals, and that was a 300, a 277, and a 259. But he's got some stiff competition coming his way.
He does. He's also not feeling the best, but, you know, that goes along with the territory. Some days you're on, some days you're not, and not feeling great. We'll see how he does today.
And we got the bowlers are up right now, and they're doing some practice. They got about 3 minutes left. So let's start at the bottom. We have the consistent Morgan Manzi. He's coming in, and he's going to be coming in the first game against Rob Roman Jr. What do you think about that match?
I think it's going to be a very solid match. Both of them are very good bowlers. Rob's going to get 13 pins in handicap over Morgan. I think it's either person's game. They're both consistent bowlers. This is our first time seeing Rob, but I don't think it'll be our last time.
And also talking about their debut today, we have Rob's son, Austin, who we just saw on lane 21, and the possibility if Rob can best Morgan in the first game, that he'll be having to bowl against his son in the second.
Yeah, a father-son match. I mean, who could ask for more?
And then, after that, we have Justin Ramsey, who is our repeating champion. He won in August. Last month, the pins were not friendly to Justin at all. He throws a really good ball. He was hitting the pocket very solidly and left like 3 or 4 splits.
Yeah, 3 or 4 splits, and then unfortunately not converting, which, we all know splits are, you're not going to convert all of them. It hurt his effort that day, and that just goes to show you how bowling is. You like I said earlier, you've got on days, off days, and depending on what you present, and it's anybody's competition.
That it is. So we have these guys, and then we have Tanner Vogel at the top, who is going to be very, very hard to get through. In the intro, we said he's the beast at the top for this Halloween, and we want to see if any of these other bowlers have enough silver bullets or wooden stakes or crucifixes or whatever they need, holy water, to try to get through him at the top. Because if he has even an average day, he can rip the rack on every ball.
He is a monster.
But he's very mild-mannered and nice off of the lanes. But once you put that ball in his hands on the approach, forget it. So the bowlers right now are
winding down practice.
Winding down. About a minute left to go. And then we'll get started with our first match with Morgan Manzi and Rob Roman Jr. Rob's going to get the choice of what lane he wants to finish on. And then Morgan will start off the match. It's a step ladder final, so the first bowler will bowl a frame, and then the next bowler will bowl 2 frames, and so on until we get to the end of the match. We want to tell everybody who's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, or wherever you're seeing us, please make sure you like and share this video. Sharing is very important to let people know we're here, and we want you to help us spread the word, get more people to watch. This is local bowling, the best of the house finals from AMF Kissimmee Lanes, and it's sponsored by localbowler.com.
Yes, share it, like it. The more viewership we get, the more bowlers will be interested in continuing this tournament so that we can keep bringing it to you.
Okay, so I'm going to go down, and we'll be back with our first match in a moment. Okay, and welcome to the October Best of the House Finals. DJ Charlie Kim here with Morgan Manzi and Rob Roman Jr. And this is going to be our first match. Morgan, Mr. Consistency. But you're coming from the bottom. You're going to have to climb the ladder this week. And if you get through Rob and you get through his son Austin, you got Justin Ramsey, and at the top, the beast, Tanner Vogel. What are you thinking?
I just take one game at a time. I'm just shoot the best game I can and see how it comes out. That's all you can do.
And Rob, this is your first time qualifying. You're looking forward to getting out here and competing with some really top-notch bowlers, including possibly your own son.
Yeah, that's what I'm not looking forward to.
Why aren't you looking forward to that?
Because if he beats me, I'll never live it down.
Well, you got to make sure you stand up, right? And also, we got to mention your father's here, which would be Austin's grandfather, your father, and the 3 of you bowl together on Tuesday night. Tell the audience a little bit about what that's like, having 3 generations on one team.
Oh, it's awesome. Couldn't ask for a better team. All of us are good bowlers. Just fun bowling with family.
I can imagine. I'd like to do that, but my daughter works. But so good luck, gentlemen. The first match will be starting here pretty shortly. And hopefully we'll see you in to talk to you.
And we are getting ready to get started. Morgan will start us off. The first match is about to be underway.
And we're rolling. Literally.
Welcome back, DJ.
It's nice to be back.
First ball of the tournament is on the lane.
Oh, and it's right there.
Morgan starts off strong.
Now we get our first look at Rob Roman on lane 21.
He'll throw his first 2 frames worth of balls here.
Crossover.
Leaves a 5-pin. I don't see any hands up for this one, DJ.
No. That's a tradition down here in Central Florida. Man, I never saw it in New Jersey before, but if you leave the 5-pin, you put your hand up, and if you miss it, the person has to buy you a shot or a drink or whatever. Not this time, though. Rob takes out the 5-pin pretty solidly. And we'll have lane 19 on for any of the bowlers who want to keep loose, who are waiting for their matches to come up.
Second frame for Rob.
It's that out a little bit.
Outside.
And he knows it.
Back.
And he knows it.
8 count.
That happens to be a lot. You get that ball out there a little too far right, it doesn't come back.
Yep.
You get a little lucky, though, when you hit 2 and get 8.
Yeah.
So
He's got a 2-5 left for his spare.
well, Rob's clean, so that's very important.
That looks like it should pick it up.
Yes, he does.
All right.
So Rob's staying clean.
All right, 2 marks for Rob. Let's see how Morgan follows up his first frame strike.
$100 first place on the line. $100 first place, 75 second, 50 third, 25 fourth, and 10 for fifth place. All the bowlers can join the best of the house. If you're a league bowler at AMF Kissimmee Lanes, it's $6 every time you bowl in your league, and those 3 games are your series are compared at the end of the month. Top 5 series make it here to the Step Ladder Finals to compete for cash and a trophy.
Ooh, Morgan.
10 more back.
Yep, 2 count. So, by getting more bowlers into this tournament for, attempting to come into it, it will increase the amount of funds that are available for prize fund for our bowlers. It'll also increase the popularity, sorry about that, of the tournament, and possibly bring sponsorships.
Oh, yeah. Oh!
Oh, a stone 8.
And that was a stone 8. That was definitely a buried pocket shot.
Yeah, that's just an unlucky leave.
And someone who knows about that was Justin from last week when he was bowling Tanner.
Yep.
Especially in the ninth or 10th frame, he got up and he buried one in the pocket and left the 7-10 split.
All right, Morgan picks up his 8. There it is.
So right now, you're talking about an 18-pin difference. But of course, Rob's got 10, so it's 8 pins plus this next ball. So we could bring this back to a scratch match pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks like a good shot, and there we are. We're
10 back.
Yeah, we are back at an even match now.
2-pin difference.
So Rob is using a little bit of loft. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Rob's bowling style enough to know if that's his typical style or if that is something that he discovered while practicing that he needs to loft the ball.
So, sometimes you do. Sometimes you need to cut down the speed or get the ball out a little more on the lane.
Right.
But it's coming like that. Wow.
It is working.
Beautiful strike. Rob doubles. Morgan on a spare.
It is a good, tight match right now.
And this is the thing we've noticed doing this is now our 3rd month, is that the matches have been really, really good between these bowlers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, in our tournament, and not all tournaments, but in this one, handicap is a factor, and that evens out the bowlers. Ooh, Morgan came a little high into the head pin there.
Thankfully, he didn't split.
Right.
And last month, Morgan really wants, I think, even more so than the prize money. Morgan wants that trophy. Mm-hmm. He wants to hoist that hardware at the end of the tournament. Gets it out.
And that looks like a pickup. All right. So both bowlers clean through 4 frames.
Morgan coming up in the 5th.
Yep.
Oh, wait, he's got it. He's got it. Wow, a last-minute messenger saves Morgan and gives him a strike. Wow. Chris was up getting our second camera running. He missed it.
I got a good view of that one.
Last-minute messenger.
Yep. I was pretty close to that one.
Gets it out. Oh. Came in just a little light. Gets a wrap 10.
The 10 pin is my nemesis.
It is for most right-handers.
Right. All right.
Not for Rob, though. He knocks that out really solidly. Both bowlers still clean.
I very seldom bowl a clean game.
That is, yeah. They used to be a little more. Oh, there we
That
go.
was a good hit, Rob. Nice. Back on the strike train. See if Morgan can stay on it. You know, and like a clean game. So for anyone out there that's wondering, so a spare, because it uses the ball that's following to add to the total, if you have an open frame, it's like you're losing roughly 20 pins, you know, depending, of course.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to vary quite a bit. But you could say pretty much every open frame is going to subtract 20 pins. Oh, Morgan leaves a tough 7.
Wow.
There was a lot of pin action around it, too.
There was a lot of pin action. But once you saw the pins starting to fly away from the 7 toward the 10, unfortunately, that was, you knew that one was going to stay, but that was a good hit.
He's got it. All right.
Morgan
Still
stays clean. The thing about Morgan is Morgan's a veteran league bowler, and he is tremendously consistent in all the leagues he bowls in and whatever he does. His bowling is usually very, very consistent.
Very much so. Last time we did this tournament, we were talking about how Morgan picks up the 10 pin, and we wanted him to do it for us. And that just proves, that just goes to his consistency.
And he ran into a buzzsaw when he was second seed, and he ran into Tanner's brother Andrew, who opened up with the front 9.
Yeah.
And just, when, like we say in our league, when somebody, if you're not keeping up with them, somebody on the other team gets 4, 5, 6 in a row, you're basically toast.
Yeah.
So Morgan bowled a good game, but when somebody opens up with a front 9, you're just toast.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not matching that, then that's it. You're done. All right, Morgan. Get the 10.
Yes.
He's got it.
Again, staying clean, very important. These two bowlers definitely going at it. The game within 10 pins right now.
Rob working on a strike in the 6th frame.
Important shot here. Come back. Woo. And they all go back. That's an important
Nice.
double for Rob.
It is. I actually, from my point of view, it looked like it was going to come in a little lighter than that, but that was a solid pocket hit.
Well, one thing I noticed Thursday night, and much to my detriment with my 137s, which means I really suck, but I did notice that when you're going down, you're coming into the pocket, the last second the ball dives really hard left, and sometimes that's just enough to either carry the rack or to leave a lot of single pin spares.
Yes.
Oh, no doubter.
We got a
Gobble,
turkey.
gobble. A little early for Thanksgiving, but definitely a gobble, gobble right there. Rob with his turkey. Now, Morgan's got some work to do. 'Cause like I said, he's got to get on the strike train and be matching this here, or this game could be
Yeah, it might
over
get away
already.
from him. His 8th and 9th frames are going to be very important here. All right, it's diving in. He's got a strike in the 8th.
So he answers. He answers. What a match.
Foundation frame for Morgan. yes.
He
back to
doubles. Doubles.
back. Those were two important balls right there.
Now Rob's going to finish up his game, and depending on what happens, Morgan is not locked out yet.
No, he's not locked out yet, but
If Rob finishes off the sheet, gets that out.
that's it.
Ham bone!
Ham bone.
Ham bone for Rob.
DJ was waiting on that.
I've been waiting on that my whole life. I love it. I can't get one to save my life, but at least I can
Same.
call them out when other bowlers do.
Same.
Now let's see if we can get a Yahtzee. 5 in a row.
If we can't do, we commentate, right?
Oh, yeah. Those that can't do, those that can't commentate.
First ball in the 10th frame.
Yahtzee! 5 in a row.
Unfortunately, I think that locks Morgan out.
Pretty much. Morgan can only get 3 more. Morgan's still going to have a good game. So.
Yes.
You know, it's really, and you notice when you're bowling is even when you shoot a really good game, sometimes just not enough,
Yeah.
and that can be fairly frustrating at times.
Yeah.
And the string comes to an end.
But Rob's going to have a really good game here. Good score.
A possible 245 for Rob.
That looks like a 245 shot. There it is.
245 for Rob. Nice game, Rob.
Good game, Rob.
Let's see what Morgan can do. 176, 206, 236 if he goes off.
That's a good shot, Morgan. All right, there it is.
Morgan's got his gobble gobble.
Yep.
So who says local league bowling is not competitive?
Correct.
I mean, you look at this. We're looking at, a possible game of scratch 245 to 236. With handicap, Rob's got a 258, the 13 pins. But even so, still a pretty good game.
Yeah, for any of those that think that, just watch these tournaments. Morgan, all right, he's got his ham bone.
Ham bone. So if this is a harbinger of the games to come, we got some good matches coming up.
Right.
And it looks like Austin, where Rob's got to face his son in the next match, the 3rd seed. Morgan's last ball.
A 236.
And he's got a Yahtzee with a 236.
Nice games. All right, folks. DJ and I are going to step away for just a minute, reset cameras, and program in our next match.
So we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Okay, Austin, this is your first time qualifying for the best of the house. You're in the third spot. So you're kind of looking over your shoulder and looking forward. Coming from behind, you have Morgan Manzi and your father. How do you feel about possibly facing your father in a match?
I'm not worried at all. I versed him before. I beat him. He beat me. It's going to be a good match at the end of the day, but I'm going to show my best, and he's going to show his best.
Excellent. Now, if you get through all that, going up the ladder, you have Justin Ramsey, and at the top, Tanner Vogel, who shot an 836, including a 300, just to make the finals. How do you feel about going up against the beast at the top if you make it that far?
Justin, I've never seen him bowl a lot, so I don't know how he bowls. If I go against him, I hope he gives me the best shot. And Tanner, I've seen him bowl a lot. I've seen him bowl his 300s, but he has his bad games as well. So hopefully today's that day.
Okay, good luck to you, Austin. We'll talk to you again at the end.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay,
folks,
so we're back. Match 2, father and son. Rob Roman Jr. against Austin Roman. And son is giving dad 19 pins. 19 pins.
And we're off. Ooh. Rob starts out.
Starts out pretty much right where we left off in the first
Right.
match.
Now Austin's a right-handed, two-handed bowler. This is our first time seeing Austin in this tournament.
And he knocks them all back.
Crushes the rack.
And hey, we want to give a big shout out today. He's here watching live for the first time. Is the league secretary for most of the leagues here at AMF Kissimmee Lanes, Ron Vogel, who really helps us keep this tournament going on the nights when we can't be here. Thank you, Ron. We love you.
Yes, thank you, Ron, for everything that you do for all the leagues. Austin's got 2 in a row.
And for all the youth bowlers. And for all the youth bowlers as an advocate and a supporter of all the youth bowling programs.
Ron's a huge part of this center. Rob's second frame.
Oh, wait. Oh! Messenger comes across the end, but didn't have enough
Just
juice.
missed. No. That was a good shot, though. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Got a little outside on that one. That's Rob's first open through a game in 2 frames.
Yeah. Wasn't that that's the first open all day?
Yes,
Of
yep.
all bowlers. First open frame.
Yeah, because Morgan had a clean game, too. There we go.
Yeah.
Back on the strike train.
Now he got that one out a little bit
Yeah.
more, and it came in at a little bit of a sharper angle than the first one.
Yeah, that didn't follow his track that he had been using, but it worked.
Austin's up.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
210.
You know what that means.
How dare you?
Get him, Greta.
This is makeable. Very difficult, but it is makeable. He gets one.
All right, we got dead wood in the lane.
Get the dead wood out of the gutter, please, on 22. Austin crushes the rack.
All right, so both bowlers have an open.
Are we gonna
And,
get
and following the open, have a strike.
And we want to thank the staff here at AMF Kissimmee Lanes who have been very helpful in making sure we get the tournament off to a good start and working well. So I see one of those representatives all dressed for the Halloween holiday. And getting that dead wood out of the lane. So the skeleton,
I love the skeleton.
skeleton getting dead wood out of the lane. Thank you.
Dude, if your hoodie had been up for that walk back, that would have been awesome. Like I said earlier, they're dressed up for the holiday. Great staff members here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Rob up for his fourth frame. Oh, no.
Oh, dreaded 710. He got that one out a little far, and it
Yeah.
went a little long down the lane before starting to come back. Rob gets one.
Gets his one. That's a tough break.
So now Austin's down 19 with a strike. So actually, the match's about even.
Yep.
And Justin's going to start loosening up a little bit on 19 for his match. Just coming up next, the winner of this one.
There we go.
Rob's got them all back.
All right.
So now let's see what Austin does. He can answer.
So 5 frames in, unfortunately for Rob, it's a strike or nothing. So we'll see if that can get corrected or he can strike for the rest of the game.
Do the camera after Austin. Oh, the messenger flies across.
That was a crushing message.
A crushing messenger, Chris says. We have to adjust the second camera about every 5 frames.
All right.
Gobble, gobble for Austin.
There we go. That one wasn't quite as crushing, but they all fell.
So now Rob's got his work cut out for him. He's got to keep up with his son here. Keep his advantage. Needs to strike here on 21. And he does.
That followed his original track.
I think he was a little worried there that one wasn't going to come back in time. We walked it out a little bit, helped the ball. Again, we want to remind you, if you're enjoying these bowling matches, please make sure you like and share this video. Share it with everyone you know. The more viewers we get, the better. Subscribe to our channel. And another one.
Oh, wrap 10. Wrap 10 on that one. That was a good shot, too. It was a different ball on that lane. All right, good pickup on the 10 frame.
He's
10
got it
frame.
clean. Now Austin up working on turkey. Will he get the ham bone? Oh! Now, with a ball with as many revs and the pin actions as Austin, and coming that close to the pocket, like I always say, may not have been perfect, but it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't 7-10 bad.
That's kind of like what happened to Justin last month. You put it in the pocket and you're not rewarded at all.
Yeah, that was a tough break there.
And a big, tough break with his father working on a spare. His father can strike for a couple frames in a row. Austin could be in trouble. Knocks them all back.
That'll help, though.
That'll help.
Good job getting rid of that 7-10. Just kind of forgetting about it, moving on.
Exactly. That's one of the biggest difficulties I know I have with the sport is when you make a bad shot, getting over it and then just going on to the next shot.
Same. I have the exact same issue. It's a mental issue. with just trying to forget about that last frame. And instead, I compound the issue by carrying it over to other frames.
Well, Rob certainly didn't let anything carry over on that. That was a beautiful shot.
It really was.
And now can he capitalize? Because even though they're both working on strikes, Austin has an open in the 7th compared to Rob Spare.
Oh, another wrap 10 for Rob. And both of those shots on lane 22 were good shots.
Oh, just gets that one. So he stays clean. Very important.
This frame is very important for Austin and his chances. That did it. All right. Good hit, Austin.
He's going to finish out his 10th frame here.
Austin going for a turkey with his first ball in the 10th frame.
Oh,
4-pin.
That may open the door slightly for Dad. I don't know. Maybe not.
If he gets this pin and gets good count, that should be the game.
27. Yeah, all he needs is 3. Because the best Rob could do is 50. 20 and 30. So 50 is kind of the magic number here. And he finishes out. Nice game.
Strong, yep.
211.
With a very bad break on that 7-10. Actually, both he and his father hit good shots to leave a 7-10.
So here's the situation. Rob is down 47. He's got to strike here. He's got to go off the sheet. And if he does, he can still win by 3. Vital shot here.
Oh, 4-pin.
And that'll pretty much do it. He had to strike there and go off the sheet. And he would have won with a 214. Now the best he can do is basically a 203. $184. Excuse me, 204? Well, no, it's with handicap, so.
All right. Final ball of this second match from Rob. All right. Little high through the head pin. Still good games, but Austin takes the match with a 211.
Austin wins by 11. And now we will go and we're going to reset for the next game. It'll be Austin Roman against Justin Ramsey. All right, Justin. You're the only person here today who's a repeat champion. You won the first match in August. Last month you went up against Tanner. And to say the pins were not friendly to you would be an understatement. What do you hope to accomplish today?
Well, last time was kind of embarrassing for me, so I hope to start out good and stay away from getting the splits. Just come out and bowl better this time.
If you can protect your second place, you have to go up against Tanner. Tanner shot an 8.36 to get into the finals as the number 1 seed. What do you think about going up against the beast, Tanner Vogel?
He's a tough competitor. I mean, Tanner's probably one of the best bowlers in this house. So, I don't know. I'm hoping he have an off night. So, so that's all I can ask for.
Okay, good luck to you, Justin. We'll talk to you again at the end. Okay, and we're back for our third match. Austin Roman, 3rd seed against 2nd seed Justin Ramsey. Justin Ramsey getting only 5 pins. And Austin's going to start us off.
Go high through the head pin.
Meanwhile, Tanner Vogel's gonna get loosened up on 19.
All right. Austin's got his first frame done. Lines up with his spare. Here goes Justin for his first frame.
Loss over. Yeah!
He gets it.
That's a reverse messenger. Wow.
So last month's match for Justin, that would have wound up with some crazy split.
Well, probably would. But maybe this is the Pins trying to give him back a little after what they took from him last month.
Maybe.
Justin, our champion from August, trying to repeat and grab his 2nd trophy.
Oh.
Solid 10. At least it's not a split.
Nope, that is true.
Take your victories where you can get them.
Yes. See the positive.
See the positive.
All right, Justin has got his spare.
Pretty solid.
Justin's son Dylan is here cheering him on. Dylan's a good little bowler in his own right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been bowling with his father in a couple leagues, and they do really well.
All right,
Austin knocks them all back. So now if Austin can get through Justin, we'll have a battle of the two-handers in the championship match.
Yes, we will. I didn't think of that storyline yet. Nice.
Well, there's so much heavy-duty lifting you have to do to get from 5th to 1st.
Right.
You know, we're forgetting we have the 836 Beast up there on the top of the food chain.
Austin's 3rd frame. Crushes them.
No doubter. 10 in the pit. Keeps the pressure up on Justin.
All right. There we go, Justin.
Justin puts 10 in the pit.
Justin going for back-to-back strikes. And yes.
10 more in the pit. Well, 9 in the pit, 1 spinning on the deck. Both are on a double.
So Austin's up by 10 right now because of where Justin's spare came in. It's actually
Gobble, gobble.
he's actually only up by 5 because of the handicap difference, but that's score-wise. Austin is crushing that pocket right now.
Well, like I said, he's got to get through Justin, but then he better save some of that savvy for Tanner.
All right. We got a ham bone.
Seen a few of those today.
Yes.
Wow. Justin.
Got his turkey.
Let's see if Justin can double with his own ham bone here.
Tanner's moving up to start loosening up on 19.
Getting ready for that championship match.
I'm going to go restart the camera here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Crossover. Leaves a solid 6. Now if Boston can keep striking. Because Justin shows him being up 84, but that's not counting the 4 uncounted strikes yet from Austin. Justin picks up the spare.
Austin going for 5, not
Oh.
quite. 7 stays standing.
No matter how many pins you throw at it, it wasn't going anywhere.
No. I got to see Justin pick up his spare in the 6th. That was very important for him to stay clean. Austin stays clean as well.
These guys are both having a really good game. I mean, Austin's got a 129 in the 5th. Justin's got a 119. So it's still a 5-pin difference.
5 pins.
That looks good.
Yep.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
Austin looks like he's having a little bit of fun out there.
I think so, yes. I think he's enjoying this. And they should.
And not only should they, but all our viewers watching this video, you're seeing some really good bowling by your local league bowlers. Like
There we go,
so.
Justin, all right.
Five-pin game. Wow. You know what's really cool too is that all the games that we've done, pretty much except for only a couple games with runaways, almost every game we've broadcast among all the bowlers in the house they've been good matches.
Yes. All right. Justin's got his double in the 8th.
Double Barney Rubble. But I mean, just taking random bowlers from our leagues in the house and you put them against each other, again, yeah, it's with handicap, but these games are close and there's some good bowling going on at the local level. Cross. Ooh.
Oh, Austin was inside on that on his track the whole time. Now, because Justin's working on a double in the 8th, and Austin is at best going to get a spare, and this isn't an easy spare.
Now he's got double wood on the one side.
Yep.
Got to hit the
That's
pocket
gonna make
pretty
a
flush.
difference.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
Went a little Brooklyn on that,
All right.
but he got it. He got it.
Our
Tanner's got like his own ham bone going on, and Justin's looking. Oh my god! Tanner, save some savvy for the match.
Is this an intimidation thing by Tanner?
Austin
right,
says
Austin.
no. No intimidation there as Austin
No,
strikes.
that was a beautiful shot.
Justin on a double, foundation frame. Justin will finish out first.
Ooh, Justin. That
Gobble,
was
gobble.
a beautiful shot.
A lot of turkeys and ham bones given out today.
Well, we've started the holiday season.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll cross over.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I think Justin's actually lucky to just have the 9-pin after that hit.
He almost got a messenger to take it out, too.
He did, yes.
Like I said, after his bad luck last month, it's good to have a little good luck coming at you once in a
Right.
while. So again, this match very, very close.
All right, Justin's got his spare.
So he's got a 208, 218, 220. He can have a 238 scratch. So it'll be a 240 something with a
243 then.
243 with handicap.
Good finish, Justin.
Nice
Good
finish.
game. Good game, Justin.
238. Translating to a 243.
All right. Austin can put up 60 points here if he strikes out on his 189.
Oh,
That's a
So
tough
10.
break, and Austin knows it. That's a tough break. That was a really good pocket shot.
yeah, I think that's going to do it for him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, all the best he can do is a 229.
Yeah, he needed that, and that was a perfect strike shot. Sometimes the pin doesn't react the same way. Kick out the 10. All right. Good game, Bill
225.
Austin, a 225.
A tough one there. And we'll be back.
Another good set of games. Wow.
Another great match, and we'll be back with our championship match, which will be Justin Ramsey and Tanner Vogel. A rematch from last month coming up next. Okay, we're here with the number 1 seed, the Beast at the top of the Halloween step ladder. Tanner Vogel, 836 he shot to get into this, 300, 277, 259. Tanner, you're the monster at the top. Do you think any of these other folks have enough silver bullets to get through you?
I mean, handicap's going to be an issue. I still get 0 pins, but, I'm not feeling the best today. A little allergies going through, but hopefully I can come out on top.
Well, like I said, you're more like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You're a nice, mild-mannered young man off the lanes. Once that ball gets in your hands and you get out of that approach, you go into beast mode, and those pins start flying everywhere. What do you hope to see in your game today?
What I'm going to do is going to play a little bit of defense. I'm not going to tell what the other guys are, but hopefully the defensive plan works and it plays out to my advantage.
Okay, good luck to you. We'll talk to you again at the end. Okay, here we go. Our championship match. Number 2 seed, Justin Ramsey, against our number 1 seed, the Beast at the top of the food chain, on top of the step ladder, Tanner Vogel.
The monster that needs to be slayed, or will he be? Justin starts out with a strike.
1 silver bullet. Again, Tanner qualified for this final, the number 1 seed, the 836 series, shooting 300, 277, and 259. Let's see what he does here in the final match. Whew, that's the kind of thing he can do to the rack. Like I said, beast mode. Once that ball gets in his hand on the approach.
I do not envy those pins.
Not at all. So Tanner's going to join his brother with a trophy and a title here in the best of the house, or Justin's going to repeat.
Oh. Justin could be our first repeat winner.
Yes, he could. Or not.
Just Tanner's going to have a little something to say about it.
Oh, I think he's got a little more than something to say about it.
20.25 miles an hour for that ball.
Yeah. And believe me, those pins were flying around a lot faster than that once he hit them.
You know, even when I'm angry and I just whip the ball down the lane, I don't hit that.
Oh! Pin even came up to tap it, and
That
it just...
that was a very good shot.
It was. Just didn't get the tap on the 10 pin.
Yeah. He's got his pickup though.
He's got it. Now we go to the third frame. Championship match. Best of the House finals for October. Halloween 2021.
We have 2 months left in 2021. Can you believe that?
As long as it's not 2020 all over again,
That is
we're good.
true. That is true. Everything could be much worse. I just can't believe that 2021's almost gone already.
Yeah, it went pretty fast. Some would say thankfully.
We're closer to normalization.
A little bit. A little bit.
All right, Justin, pick up your spare. He's got it.
Got it.
All right.
Staying
Justin
clean.
stays clean.
But,
Yeah, unfortunately, clean is going to need some strikes.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Morgan when Morgan went up against Tanner's brother Andrew, and Andrew had the first 9. It's like, yeah, clean is fine, but toast is toast.
Yeah.
So we'll
And-
see what happens here.
Yep, anything could happen.
Anything could happen. When he was practicing, you know, Tanner had a bunch of strikes in a row, but he also left a couple of nasty splits.
Yeah.
All go down.
Not this time.
Gobble, gobble.
So each bowler today has had at least a turkey.
At least.
We've had several ham bones.
Several ham bones. A couple Yahtzees. Plus, there's also some bragging rights here. I mean, you had Andrew who shot 9 in a row. You know, I think Tanner would like to do 10 or better. Just say, hey, bro.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
At some point in time, we're probably going to hopefully see that match of Andrew and Tanner. And don't forget their older brother, Chris. And
Oh,
don't
yeah.
forget their sister, Peyton, who just won her first title of the youth. Congratulations, Peyton.
Congratulations, Peyton. She's a very good bowler. Well, my Monday night leagues, when we were doing the sports shot, when you were with us, DJ. All right, we got a ham bone. Nice shot, Tanner. Peyton was bowling on the youth league right next to us. Very good bowler.
Yeah, and making us all feel bad because
I
she's
know.
sitting there striking while we're getting like sixes and
the
threes.
same, yep, we were bowling the same patterns, and she's super talented. All right, Justin.
Speaking of super talented, Justin
Yep.
answers back with a strike.
There we go.
I mean, obviously with Tanner on 4 in a row, he's got some work to do, but he's staying in there.
He can keep applying the pressure by continuing to strike. If he can do that, I mean, he'll stay in the game. Sometimes it's whoever blinks first.
It's down.
Oh, a little high into the pocket there. Through the head pin.
How dare you?
Get him, Gretel. Greta, get him, Greta.
And I have a feeling just to say, not again.
Yeah.
He's going for the 2.
Yep.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, he got count and was hoping for a lucky bounce on that.
Tanner coming up for his 5th frame. Taking his time. And they all go down. Yahtzee for Tanner. And by the way, next month when you tune in, we're probably going to have a guest co-host. Chris is going to be doing something.
I'll be enjoying the cold of Pennsylvania.
The real cold of Pennsylvania.
Up in the mountains. Spend a little time with my dad and my brother and some friends, and we'll go hunting, which, you know, for me is really just taking a gun for a walk in the woods.
I hear you. But we're sure you'll be watching next month's broadcast.
Very much so. I look forward to it. I won't see it until, you know, a few days after the fact, but yeah, I look forward to it. Oh, I did get to see Tanner's late tap on the 10 in the 5th. But now he leaves a bucket.
That's also the thing about, you know, the high rev two-handed bowlers. You kind of live by that and you die by that. Mm-hmm. And they're much more prone to splits to the face and those kind of leaves.
The washouts, yep.
Than single-handed bowlers, because the ball's coming in at so fast with so many revs. If it misses a little bit.
All right, he's got his bucket, though, for the spare.
And Justin has still got some work. Well, Justin's on an open, and he's down 33 pins. And it's starting to get late.
Yeah. Half a game left. A string of strikes here would be beneficial.
Oh.
That was a quitter 10.
Again, that pin's coming around to give it a tap on the bottom, but it's just not going anywhere. Guess he's got his 10.
He's got his spare, yep.
Now, right at the end of the match, don't go anywhere. We're going to have interviews and presentations of the trophy and the money coming up. So stay tuned.
Who will it be?
Who will it be?
It is still actually a pretty tight match.
And just a few strikes and a few splits. Oh.
That's going to hurt, though.
How dare you?
Yeah. Well, and right before I went up to reset that camera, Justin actually told me, he's like, these lanes are drying out, which is making it a little tougher for him.
This is your practice, and then now we're into this 4 games.
Oh, yeah! He picks up his spare. 5-7.
Nice shot, Justin.
Good pickup, Justin.
Like I said, the local bowlers, you got some of the best bowlers around right here. You pick up a spare like that, and in a game like this, the way it's going, and you pick up a spare like that, that's pretty clutch. Tanner, open the 7th.
Tanner following a spare in the 6th.
Yeah.
It's a messenger and take out the 10.
Wow.
Gets back on the strike chain. The train. Justin just gave us a little smile over here. He's like, ah, crap.
Coming down to our last few frames of the championship here. Tanner's up here in the 8th.
If Tanner doubles here, that's really going to hurt Justin and his chances.
I think so. Oh, avoids the split.
Leaves a 4-pin.
Avoids, but he went in really tight on that, almost straight up the lane. But there wasn't much motion in that ball.
Got his spare.
176 or 186 working in the 8th. Justin could have a 124, 134 working in the 8th for the strike. Still got some work to do. He's down 55 pins.
Yeah. Oh,
There's another 10 pin.
Justin just laughed. He's like, all I can do is laugh at this point.
You kind of want to take something and just chuck it right down there in the pin.
Yeah, those are good, solid hits. It doesn't have the energy to kick out the 10 right now. All right, well, he's got a spare.
He's staying clean. Just a couple frames left. Justin coming up in the 9th.
Foundation frame for Justin. See if 21's any kinder to him. He's got a strike. All right.
Nice comeback right there.
Might be a little too late, but we'll see. We'll see what Tanner does in his foundation frame.
And Tanner's going to finish out. He's got a 186 working in the 8th. So his average like 230.
He averages what my high games are.
Yeah. And you think about it, that's your average. That means you have just as many games above that as below it. Yeah. So, your median games are 230. But then, imagine the pressure you have to put on yourself to be that good a bowler. Where it's
repeat every week, every time you bowl.
It's like, if I don't shoot 220, 230, I suck. Wow. I mean, I have that with 180, and it's hard enough.
Right. All right, Tanner. 9th frame crushes him.
But when you're bowling at that kind of level, where it's like, man, if I don't bowl a 220, well, the other week when he bowled 214, he won this match. Like, yeah, but I really didn't bowl that good.
Right. For his standards, 214 is, and
yeah, I'd be tickled pink.
Yeah.
Even if I lose the game, it's like, hey, I shot 200.
And don't misunderstand us. Tanner is a very humble young man. I mean, super nice. And he was just being honest that 214 for him is honestly not great.
Yeah, and it was more self-deprecating in that he was
Right.
more beating up. "Oh, yeah, I didn't shoot that good," more than 2-foot. No, he was like, he was kind of upset with himself that he didn't shoot better.
And he has every right to feel that way, that he's a great bowler.
Look at that strike, right there, no doubt about it. Tanner's one of those bowlers. You see, if you've been bowling for a while, you hear the term, "I knew that off your hand," right? And with Tanner, you see as soon as that ball touches the lane and you start seeing the trajectory of the ball, you know that that's going to be solid. Second ball of the 10th.
Oh, he's got
Bye.
a turkey. Guess what? Guess what
Gobble,
he might
gobble.
finish with?
Could finish with a ham bone. Yeah, he's got 226, about possible 256 right here. Only 2 balls, basically bad all game. Only two balls that didn't, weren't strikes. If he gets this one. And they all go back. Ham bone!
Good game, Tanner.
The beast mode.
All right, Justin's finishing up his 10th. He's on a strike right now, and he adds another. All right, Justin, first ball in the 10th.
Let's see. Justin can finish up with a 173, 203.
Yep,
Scratch.
203. Oh, that 10 pin on the 20 on lane 22.
That's his enemy this week. But
Yeah,
he
it
had
is.
a couple more splits.
Yeah, a couple more, but I mean, it's still a good game.
Oh yeah. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah. All right.
Nice game. 192.
192 plus his handicap. Good game, Justin. So he finishes with a 209.
And that will wrap it up for this section. Now we're going to go, and when we come back, we're going to have our interviews. We're going to talk with our bowlers and present them with their trophies and cash.
Congrats to Tanner Vogel, who wins the tournament with a 256.
The beast continues.
Over Justin Ramsey with a 209. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, DJ, for having me.
And we'll see you when you get back. Enjoy your time in Pennsylvania.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Morgan. So you came in. You gave it a good shot. It was a 236 or 258, 236. So
Good game. Nice, clean game. So all I can do is put it in the pocket and hope for the best.
So now your quest continues for a trophy, though.
My quest, I'll be back next month, hopefully to try and climb the ladder again.
Okay.
I'll be better off and start a little higher.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. We'll see you next month. Here is your
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
congratulations. Okay, Rob. So you came in fourth. Your son got the better of you.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good match, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, I missed that 10 pin. Threw a good ball, threw a better ball the second game than I did the first, just wasn't carrying.
Now, you were talking a little bit of smack there when you found out about. So, what do you say to your son for besting you in this match?
I'm proud of him, beat the old man, and I'll get him next time.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, Austin. So you beat the old man.
Yes.
So what were your thoughts of that match with that ball against your dad?
I was nervous at first, but I just kept following through and throwing it over the second arrow and hitting pocket.
Yeah. What did you think about the match against Justin? You said you hadn't seen Justin bowl too much.
He did good. He beat me fair and square. I still threw it the same way, pocket every time. I just couldn't follow through and beat him.
You gonna be back to challenge these folks again?
Yes.
Third place, congratulations. Okay, Justin, some really good matches today. Didn't come out maybe the way you want to because you still have like, some problem with some splits. Yeah, these pins seem to give you a problem with some of the splits.
Toward the end, the lane kind of dried out a little bit. It was going over the head pin. So yeah, one open frame against Tanner. That's all he needs. I mean, he don't make mistakes. So.
Well, like a werewolf, he'll come in and tear you up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I can't get over that hump of Tanner, I guess.
But you'll be back, I think, to challenge him again.
Yeah, I'll be back next month, but hopefully he'll take the month off. So.
Second place, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Tanner. So you were the beast at the top. Nobody was able to be able to take you on 256. Excellent game there to finish up. How were you feeling during that game?
During that game, the strategy kind of worked. I had misroom with the urethane, and the advantages just take away the play, trying to push the oil a little bit down and trying to break down the outsides a little. So the game playing defense worked out for me.
Yeah, there were a couple shots here where you looked like you were almost going straight down the lane as opposed to any, kind of radical hook.
The carry down for me even got to me, so I knew that I had a little bit of misroom where I can miss it right, or if I keep straight up 10, I can still have the shim room there. So luckily it played out.
Okay, and I will show you now you join your brother as being a champion here at the Best of the House. So maybe we'll see you in a future month battling him.
Hopefully, that's the goal.
Okay. So hang on one second. So Tanner, you get to hoist the hardware. You are the champion, the true beast of Halloween. There's your prize money. And we'll see you all next month for the Best of the House for November.